Good evening and welcome to Scrapbooking with a Twist. Going to do just kind of a simple layout tonight. This was Mother's Day during the pandemic 2020. I've actually already scrapped some of these pictures for my son and his family's scrapbook, and now I'm doing it for my daughters. I'm going to, let me just show you this. This is just a base page that I had made. That I already had made, so I'm going to use it tonight. These are just some, I think this was from Joann's. It's coordinations, and I think those are from Joann's. This little gray floral with a little gray and white polka dot, and then I had just, this was just a piece that had been cut off of another piece of paper, probably when I was going to, frame it or something. So I'm going to do 4 pictures. Going to have 4 pictures on this layout. These 3 are 3x3s, and then this one is a 4x6. And I've already matted those, and I matted them. This one I matted in the gray and white polka dot, and then the red, and then these 3 are just matted in the red. This is an embellishment from an embellishment swap that I participate in, and it is from Monica Carter. This was from, I believe, our first faith, our first faith embellishment. And so I'm going to use that. This is a frame that came in a package of frames that I got a long time ago. So it's from my stash. And I believe it was, I don't remember. What were those called? I forgot, I don't remember, but it's from my stash. I've had it a long time, and I'm going to use this embellishment right there. It does have some foam here, so it's not completely flat. And then I'm going to get these down, and then I have laid out some things in here. This is an embellishment from another embellishment swap that I made, and then I've got this. I'll show you this laid out. It's not glued down, but I laid it out on this tag a while ago, thinking that I probably will use that. So I think my title is going to be A Family Handmade by God. So I think that is how it's going to go. So I'm going to go ahead and attach these and get them, I forgot I put that on there. Get them where I want them, and then we'll start working on some embellishments, and I think this will go pretty quickly. I wanted to use some of this tape because it's so much stronger than just that little tape runner on these, because this is textured paper. I was just using some cardstock from my stash, and that's textured, and this really just, I usually put some liquid adhesive on it, but that tape like that is really strong. I think it'll be fine. So I'm going to put this right down here. Put this one over here. Sometimes the whole thing wants to come up instead of just the back come off of it. But it'll eventually come. There it goes. That's a good one. Okay, so get these down. Then we can start on embellishing. Okay, I think that's pretty good right there. Okay, and then I'm going to put this frame down and put this down. And then, like I said, I'm going to show those flowers I showed you. I'm going to put those around. Wish this had the name on it. I can almost see it. And like I said, these are really from my stash. I've had them quite a while, so I don't have the packaging anymore for sure. Okay. I love this embellishment that Monica made. I've been wanting to use this, and so I thought this would be the perfect layout to do it on. This Mother's Day was, like I said, the pandemic was just really rolling good, and I'm so blessed because my son and daughter-in-law and their boys just live like a couple of miles from me. My daughter, son-in-law, and their boys just live about 5 miles from me. So we were still able to get together and do things. And the boys cooked for us that Mother's Day, and it was really, really sweet. Okay, so these are some of the embellishments that I want to use. Get those out here. I'm pretty sure, I know I want to use this. I'm just not exactly sure how on the rest of this title, because I want my title to be A Family Handmade by God. So I'm going to go ahead and start just gluing some of this down. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to do the twist really quick. The twist tonight comes from Ephesians 4:2, and it says, "Always be humble and gentle. Be patient with each other, making allowances for each other's faults because of your love." You know, that scripture just tells us how to be a better person. Just if we followed that, that's just the perfect recipe on how to be a better person. First, be humble. Second, be gentle. Third, be patient. And fourth, look beyond people's faults. Don't just see them for who their faults are, but try to look beyond those faults, to be patient and just not always bringing up their faults or thinking about their faults. You know, that's exactly how I want to be treated. Isn't that, I mean, that's how I think we all want to be treated. And so if we want to be treated that way, if we want to be treated that way, then the flip side of that is then we must treat others that way. You know, we don't deserve to be treated that way if we're not treating others that way. And so the answer is, yeah, I want to be treated that way. I mean, didn't that just describe like the perfect husband or the perfect wife or the perfect friend or boss or coworker? And so that's how we want to be treated. And so that's how we need to treat each other. It's really just an extension of the golden rule. I love that verse because it just tells me how to be a better person. Okay, I'm about to get this put together. Just one more letter, and this will be put together. This tag also was just a tag from my stash. I've really been trying to stash bust. I've got a brand new collection, 49 in Market, that I'm just dying to get into, and I just keep telling myself, you need to use some stash before you open something new. And so I really have been trying to, but it's hard because I want to use that so badly. Okay, so there, that completes the title. Now let's start. I think I got that a little bit crooked, but you know what? It's down. There's no way I'll be getting it up, so that's just how it's going to have to be. This little thing that is the right color, it was in my stash, and it says fun, and that day was definitely fun. So I think I'm going to put that right there. That'll help make that not be quite as noticeably crooked also. Put that right there. And then start building these little clusters. I know I want one up here in the corner. So let's do this. I really need to curve those. I like to curl them up just a little, even though they flatten out some when you put them in your folders, it still helps to curl them up. So these are just from scraps that I had some of them already punched out that I had used for my niece's wedding layouts, and so I just added some to them. But get these little clusters put together. I went ahead and put the little black one on some of these on top just because I've got this black and I want to kind of pull it throughout the layout. So we've got the gray and red and black going on. And then I've got a couple of these little things that I want coming out of there. These are some die cuts. This is a set of Tim Holtz Sizzix die cuts, and I use them a lot. They're one of my favorites. Okay, we got that. Let's do this little one up here on the, oh, I haven't gotten this down yet. We better put this down with some liquid adhesive. Let's get that going right up there. And you know, I rarely leave a tag hole that I don't put something in it. But the more I looked at this, I don't think, this has a silver like grommet in it. I think I'm gonna leave it. I may end up putting a ribbon or something in it eventually as I look at it. But for right now, I think I'm gonna leave it. Don't remember. I think this was next. I just want to get, this is going to kind of all be one cluster, and then this one, then I'm going to do that other little frame down here, kind of have three clusters. Get this little black one on there. My daughter made this, there's a shorter one too, she just didn't have it painted, but out of a bedpost, and then put the hangers on it, and then gave me those plants. It was really neat for Mother's Day. I loved it. Then we have this one. This was a frame, a little cluster that I made for the swaps. I need to bring these up. That I made for a swap, and then I just cut out a piece of the gray polka dot to put in there to do my journaling on. And so I just journaled that it was Mother's Day of May of 2020, and that COVID was in full swing, but we had a great day. The boys cooked for us, and my daughter made me those plant holders. I still have them. I love them. Okay, and I'm going to put this, got all these cabinets down here, but my son's tall, so I can't like cut the picture down, so I'm going to just put this embellishment over that corner. Kind of take up some of that dead space on that photo. And then I'm going to add a little black embellish flower to that. I think I need to stick that down. I feel sorry for people that pandemic and they didn't have family close by. I had friends that, you know, their kiddos live way far off, and I felt so sorry for them. They were so isolated, because we had each other and we were able to be together, and I really felt sorry for some of my friends that didn't have that togetherness and support during that time. Okay, I've got 3 of these I'm going to put in here. I've got 2 of the pattern paper ones and 1 of the solid ones, so I'm going to put those in there like that. This is pretty simple, but I think this is where I'm going to leave it. Sometimes simple is good. Simple can be very good. When you have a really neat big embellishment like that, and of course it's the title also, you just really don't need a whole lot more. I love doing the embellishment swaps. You get so many neat things. If you're not a part of that, you need to check that out on the Ginger's Corner Facebook group. It's a lot of fun. You get neat embellishments, and it's a sweet, supportive community, and that's where that came from. This was part of that as well, one that I had made. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it at that. So just some base page that made from papers from my stash. Pretty much everything in here is from my stash. Like I said, I'm trying to do some stash busting. This was an embellishment from an embellishment swap, and a family handmade by God, and that is exactly what this is. So thank you so much for joining me this evening. If you like this layout, please give me a thumbs up, tell your friends about our channel, and thanks for dropping by. It's my honor to have you, and I appreciate you so much. I love being with you. It's almost like I get to be with you whether you're here or not. I love it. So just thank you for dropping by my channel, and have a sweet evening. God bless.